What's up, good people? How you doing? This is Larry. For those of you that's new to the page, just go ahead and hit the subscribe button right now and hit the like button. And hey, if you want to keep me alive, good people, please hit the like button. Let's talk about the state of the stock market. First of all, you guys know I'm an affiliate of Webull. There's a link below. Deposit $100 and you get 2 free stock worth up to $1,850. Okay, I am an affiliate, so I do get a free stock worth up to $30. I wish I can get the stock that you guys are getting. Let's get right into what's going on. The Dow, S&P, and the NASDAQ started out red all day today, right? Then banks were up and tech was down. Tech is tanking, right? Then the president gets on and talks about dumping $1 trillion into the economy over the next few months, right? Lawmakers are yet still, after 5 hours, grilling Facebook, Twitter, and Alphabet CEO. And then you got GameStop being up over 50%. It's like the wild, wild west with the stock market right now. Even technically, the technicals, you can't read one technical from day to day and it agrees from day to day. There's correlations that should be happening that are not happening. There's certain segments that are, when they're up and this segment is down, they're both down. And so no one has the magic bullet. But just before closing bell, things just started going green. The NASDAQ, the Dow, and the S&P all closed green at the close of the bell. And so some people say that may think that that's a sign that we're done with this. I will tell you guys that other than the plays that I suggested to you guys yesterday and the day before, those 2 videos are good. Look at those. I've just been sitting still. And I know a lot of you have lost a lot of money. I'm in the party. I'm on the bus with y'all. So I'm looking at this red every day, just like you guys are looking at it. And it's not a pretty sight, right? But I do know that what happens in, you might as well just say March, we've been in a bear market. We come off a correction and we've been in a bear market for March, right? And so March Madness is exactly what we've been going through. But I will tell you this, and I always sit back and look and reflect and look at what needs to happen to my portfolio. And I would suggest you guys do the same thing. I'm balanced. I always suggest to you guys to keep a balanced boat. We load the boat with these hype stock, and we load, buy every day, but we don't balance the boat. And so you got to look at stock that areas that you're not into. And a lot of you if you're new here, I guarantee you don't have banks. And that's a big mistake because banks they're all doing well today. And when you buy banks, you need to look at buying those long term. So here's one of the things that I have been investing in and I've been sharing with you guys, especially in the EV markets. I've been investing in the companies that have been hit the hardest. Just look at all of the videos that I've done. Those are the ones that I've been investing in and some of them are yet red because it just keeps going red. Like the play I showed you guys yesterday. I showed you buy here. If it dips below that, then buy here. And if it dips below that, buy here. But separate your money into 3 parts and then do it that way. So that way you dollar cost average in. But what I will tell you, and I've been through this, remember, like 25 years of doing this, I will tell you, when we come off a correction or a crash, but we did not have a crash, we had a correction. What normally happens is the newcomers that came in, like GameStop, for instance, GameStop, the buying volume yesterday when it was low was low. So there wasn't a lot of buyers when it was low. And then today when it went up, there were a lot of buyers. And I know it's the short squeeze. But that is the polar opposite of what you should be doing. You shouldn't be buying when it's green and not buying when it's red. And so what's going to happen to a lot of these first time buyers that know nothing about investing and then just in the movement? And I'm not against the movement. Those of you that know I'm for the movement. I absolutely believe that these hedge fund managers have been toying with us. But what I'm saying is if you're going to play the game, play it to win. Because that if you're not buying when it's red and you're buying when it's green, you're going to lose. Right. And so that's not good for long term. So what I'm going to quickly say to you guys is you should be looking into stock that are long term. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to clean house. Don't worry about Friday of what we should be buying. Money is not endless, right? Unless I see something really, really hot. I really haven't bought anything today. I did all my buying last night, actually. Thank God to Webull. I've been doing all my buying last night. So what I'm going to suggest to you guys is look at your portfolio and see if you're set up for long-term success. If you just have EVs and that's it, you're gonna get burned. If you just have tech, though I believe tech is going to be on fire for the next 10 years, but if you just have tech, you're going to have weeks or months like March that you're just going to be bleeding. You haven't balanced the boat. You have. So if you look, for those of you that's new, if you look, generally when tech is down, banks have been up because of interest rates. So if you look at the correlation, if you see that, then what you want to do is balance the boat so it doesn't tip over, right? And so that's why you need to look at more long-term stock and long-term plays. And so, yes, I could stay here every day and just spit out 3 to 4 stock every day. Look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. And you're not becoming a better investor. Lastly, I'm going to say this. What normally happens after a correction, I call it the shake-off. All the loose hands, they just get tired. At some point, you just get tired. Like, okay, I made this money, I made these gains, and now all my gains are gone. And now I'm actually losing money, so I'm out. And then what happens right after that? We go back into a bull market. And you think to yourself at that point, I should have just doubled down. And then when I run out of money, when I'm through doubling down, then I just hold. Even if you're red, because it's your money. You can't create money that's not there. You know, some of us don't have endless money. And I was spending money and I make money. So I keep spending, I keep buying my way in. Everybody's not able to do that. And I know that the masses of you can't do that. So what I'm saying to you guys is this. Don't look at short term right now. Those are not the plays that you really need to be doing right now until the market figures out what it's doing. The market doesn't even know what's going on with it. It needs Xanax. The market is going through bipolar swings right now. It's trying to figure things out. It doesn't even know how to act. We got stimulus money coming, right? And checks have already arrived and the market is going, okay, that's good. So you'll get a one-day pop. Then the market is saying, wait a minute, we got to pay for all of this money we're spending. So then it's because that's the, the threat of inflation and interest rates and all of this and taxes, and because that money has to be paid back. So the market is just going like, should I be green? Should I be red? The market is trying to figure this out too. And the best thing for you to do right now while the market is trying to figure this out is be patient, sit back, sit down, just chill. And I will say this is the time you really need to be studying how to be a better investor. Go back to the basics. Learn something you have not learned before. Figure out how to study the worth of a company. Just do something while you're waiting for your money to come back, or for your profits to regain. But then what's going to happen is you'll get fatigued. I see it happens so many times over the years. And then boom, you're out and the market takes off. And I always say this, I always show this chart, and I just want you to keep it in mind that when the greatest in 100 years, the worst virus to hit this world, coronavirus, when it hit in March, just look at any chart, pull up any stock, look at where we were in January, look at the dips of March, look at where it was 16th, 13th, or whatever, around my birthday, when the country shut down. Look at the low dips of March, and then look at what happened to even today with the correction. And so this happened also again in 2019 with the banking industry. I'm sorry, 2009 with the banking industry, 2008, 2009. So 2008, 2009, we've been here with the banking industry. That's when I actually bought banks. When the president says Citibank is too big to fail, I bought Citibank. I bought BAC, Bank of America. I just start buying these banks, and I still have some of the banks that I bought then, and they have ran up rather handsomely. But there was volatility along the way, right? And so those I keep holding, and I just keep using new money to invest in. Those I'm going to retire on. And so that's what I want you guys to understand. You literally have to just hold through this period. And just like a bull market can never continue, a bear market can never continue either. Just like what goes up must come down, in the stock market, what is down must go up. It will eventually go up. And so that's what I wanted to say to you guys. Look at your portfolios and see, am I just in tech? Am I just in EVs? And I will tell you, good people, if you are, the boat is going to tip over. All right. And I know you guys like it. I don't want to just throw throw a hot stock at you every day without preparing you guys. Right. And also, too, let's look at stop losses. Do you have stop losses on your money? Google, YouTube stop losses. YouTube, how a stop loss works. I got one on this page. I cover stop losses. Go to, I'm a Millennial Money Moves with Nadia. Millennial Money Moves with Nadia. And then Google, and then put in the search stop loss. What is a stop loss? It'll explain it right there. So especially, I'm really talking to you people that are newer. Okay, I said you people. Wow, you peoples. But I just want you guys to do that. I want you to be protected, but I want you to hang on in there, because when we go to another bull market, hey, we always say this: there is a bull market somewhere. Every day there's a bull market somewhere. We just have to find it. But first, we need to balance the boat, protect our gains, and be wiser investors, okay? All right, good people. Hey, as always, I spend hours taking down the spammers, talking about a WhatsApp, here's a phone number, or talk to my broker. That's not me. It's never me. Never engage and never fall for it. We love you guys. Live, love, laugh, and learn.